Good morning, Jurassic World the Game fans. Welcome back, everybody. Today is the day we are finally going to be unlocking Bajatosaurus, or how it's actually supposed to be pronounced, Bajatosaurus. See, I had a little epiphany this morning, I guess you could say, and I was thinking of, like Baja Blast Mountain Dew. I don't know why it came to me, but then I looked at it and I said, wait a second. That's like Bajatosaurus. So I looked at the actual pronunciation, and it is Bajatosaurus. So I was on to something there. But anyway, we're here. We're going to be unlocking it. That is awesome. Something that we've had many cards sitting in the market for a while. Something that we've seen in the trade harbor over and over again for bucks. But I never did it because we didn't have it unlocked. Well, that changes today, and we're getting it. And I think it's like 10 days left in the collection exchange. There's still been quite a lot of time to do it. So that's great, but we have it done. Oh, we also have this Rexy done. Awesome. I'm sorry. This is the buck, right? I believe. Yeah, okay. Let's feed you first, and then we will take a look at Bajatosaurus. I have a couple of Bajatosaurus as well, because I was hatching all the cards, just because I believe, yeah, I did hatch some of the cards. Well, do we have more? I do have got 2 more. Okay, I thought so. So I was going to say, I remember having 2 cards in the market. I thought I hatched them, but I guess not yet. But as you guys remember, because I was trying to save up my DNA, I gotta tell you about Wednesday, because something awful happened. If you're in the Discord, you already saw it, but I'll reiterate it here. But anywho, what was I trying to say? I totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'm trying to save DNA so I could buy some of the Tawny hybrids. So I've just been going through my stash of creatures that have been sitting in there for eons, and I'm hatching all those Tawny creatures so I can save up for the Tawny hybrids, which is why we have a really good amount of DNA right now. It's taken probably a little over a month to save up for it, but we're doing pretty good, especially for the fact that I'm not like grinding it. I'm just kind of casually saving. So it's good. If you see, saving can go a long way, guys. There's that, and then we should have the mission done. Right, so I was in baking yesterday, and it was like 1:20. Now, because of daylight savings time, I'm used to it being at 3 o'clock. However, now it ends at 2, which is when I'm still in baking. So because I asked the Discord about it or something, I was like, it ends at 3, right? They're like, nope, you got 40 minutes. I was like, crap. But I had to bake, so I finished it. I told Gavin to watch this stuff. I'll be right back, because it was like 1:58 at this point. My service was horrible. I was not connected to the Wi-Fi. I'm not doing that either, though. But just the internet or the service or whatever is just terrible. Terrible. In the entire school, and especially because I was sitting in the freaking baking room. So I'm really quickly trying to load this in, because I remembered to do it, and I haven't bought any Tawny hybrids in freaking eons, because I keep forgetting to do the Wednesday thing. Well, now it's making it impossible, because I'm going to be in middle of class. But I actually remembered it today, so I really tried to do it. And, this guy's ready. Nice. We can do some missions for that. Or the battles as well. I really tried to do it, and I bought 2 Spinoceratops, and I wasn't really sure what else to do. I just knew that I needed those for the thing. I said, okay, it's fine. I know there's other stuff I want to buy. We'll do it next week. Let's just do this. And there was 11 seconds left, and my game finally loaded. I quickly went into the market, bought the 2 of them. I would not have been able to do it if it weren't for the new feature that allows you to... Oh, Smoothie looks kind of small. That's cool. It would have been nice if it was a baby, but... Hey, Smoothie. The new feature in the marketplace where you can buy multiple copies of things with the new UI. Beautiful feature, by the way. I did it. Yes! And then I closed out of the game. And I did wait a couple seconds. Usually before I close out of the game, I wait 3 seconds. You guys should be doing that as well, because it guarantees that your game, at least 3 seconds, guarantees your game picked up the save data. Just because of the way the engine it runs on. So I went on with my day. I was doing baking, whatever. I come home from school at 4:30, and I was going to get my creatures to hatch, because then I was thinking all right, I'm going to watch some ads. We can make a video on this by Friday. And no, they weren't there. My game didn't save. So, the first indicator was that when I logged into the game, if you guys hadn't seen yet, you can go claim this. But in your mailbox, I forget what it was, but there was some glitch with some event, I think. They gave 440 free pass points. I collected those right after buying my 2 Spinoceratops. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's not good, because that was something that I already claimed, unless they brought out another one, which would have been very unlikely. And then I checked the market, it wasn't there. So that's highly unfortunate, but hopefully next week, it's just really inconvenient that it's in the middle of class, but hopefully next week we'll be able to do it. Anyway, story over. Let's get on with the game. So $300, absolutely. We're very, very close. I keep saying we're very close to 1 million. 1 million, I mean 100,000, geez. And the reason we're not getting there is because I keep spending all my bucks. But we'll be there at some point, and that'll be exciting. Hopefully we'll keep it there for a while as well. So there it is, Bajadosaurus. I need to start saying it right. Bajadosaurus with 11 days and 1 hour left. A lot of time. So if you guys have not finished this and you still need to, get working on it. This is a really easy one. They've been actually doing really well with these. They've been getting a lot easier recently, which I'm very happy about. Like, especially because this thing doesn't do anything. It doesn't make any hybrids. There's no reason to make it so expensive. This should just be for the collectors, you know what I mean? That's kind of what this collector's exchange is. That's what I used to originally see it as, is for the collectors, especially because they used to drop remember when they used to drop new creatures in here, but they weren't expensive? Like, that was kind of fun. Doing stuff like this with legendaries and super rares, those were enjoyable. I do enjoy that. What I do not enjoy is dropping a level 30 Metry just for a couple months later, all the bums who didn't do it get to do a tournament for like 1,000 cups. Anyway, here we go. Bajadosaurus. Yep, we're all ready to go. There we go, dude. It is unlocked. Excellent. And now we should have 3 cards of it. Yep. But now we do have 3 cards. We have as many as we want to our disposal. That's awesome. So that is great to have. I do not believe... Yep, we're all done. All right. I'm not sure what's going on with the... there weren't missions for that one, right? Yeah, no. I'm not sure what's going on with, like, the mini ones. I feel like they've been doing a lot less collection exchange stuff recently. They've only been doing unlocks every now and then. And I haven't had to do one in eons because they're mostly creatures that I already have, just recycled. But I feel like they're not even really doing, like, the ones where... You know, you could drop, like, level 20 commons for a Carnotaurus or something, like for the younger level players. Or people that are just starting out. Stuff like that. I feel like I haven't seen this in a while. Maybe they just don't show up for me. I'm not sure. Anyway, over with that. Let's hatch some more stuff. Do I have any missions to hatch things? I don't really think so. These are basically all done. I'll claim those towards the end of the season, which we're getting close to. 15,000 loyalty points. I'll do that at some point. Well, you know what? We'll do that today. We'll buy it's not going to get us there, but we're probably going to need to spend 10,000. So we'll buy 1 pack of this, and then we're almost at 700,000. It's pretty cool. And then probably from trades, I'll get rid of the last loyalty points. If I don't, then we'll buy another pack because, you know, just for fun, even though we don't need to spend all that. Coins was whatever. $500 is awesome. 2,500 DNA is awesome, and a Baryonyx is absolutely awesome. I don't know where that puts me in the Baryonyx range. Like, I don't know how many of those I have, but that is a great creature to get, especially because the level 40 design is so cool. Where are you at, buddy? I assume you're all the carnivores are probably over here. Yeah. There you are. Okay, so it's not going to do too much for us, but it is going to start working towards that next level 40. So that's great to have. And you know what? Why not? We'll hatch you right now. There you go. And then we got to throw something else in here, which it would be nice if it was... Dude, I'm still a little annoyed that you have to get a level 40 smoothie for the shards. Like, I'm not going to be able... I mean, the shards will probably come out in the event at some point, so it's not... Like, it's not the worst thing. It could have been a creature that I missed out on, so I'm not super annoyed by it. It's just like, you know, especially because the fact that they did it means maybe, you know, they're not against making it pay to finish some of those things, which means you'd be missing out on some unlocks or some Tawny hybrids, something like that, you know. So, I don't know. I just don't know. But, what else do we want to put in here? We actually don't have a lot of cards now. We're doing pretty good cleaning this thing out. Let's take a look at it. How many do we have? A lot of the cards, because if I were to look at the like old market, it would still say I probably have like 300. And that's because I have actually, not even that much. I think it's actually going down really fast. We've probably got like 250 or something right now. But yeah. So let's, you know what, we'll hatch a Bajadosaurus, because why the heck not? Throw that guy in there. And I've not been watching ads for these guys because I'm lazy. I really should be doing that though. But so I'm just letting... This is not... It's stuff that I'm just building up. Things that have been sitting here for a while. We'll keep going. That Blonde Becky and Brunette video, I still really should make. Because we have... I still need to hatch the last 3 Brunettes, and I need 1 more Becky. But I think... Isn't the hatching right? Yeah, I'm hatching some of those guys. But I'd like to do that. You guys remember, like, multiple months ago? I think it was, like, March or something. I said... I don't actually remember when it was, but I know it was somewhere near 2025, junior year. Maybe it was even 2024. Was it that long ago? I don't know. It was around when Brunette and then Blonde Becky came out. Somewhere around that time. But I said I was going to do it because, like, oh, it'd be such a great video. I've just never done it. I've been sitting on it for a while. All right, so we're a little over halfway to 100 packs. That's good. The battle events, you know, we get to that. And then the Quetzal Jar stuff, I have not started. I have... Because I plan on doing both of them. So just at the moment, I've been doing Jurassic Heroes. I probably should be doing both of them, but... I don't know, I'll get to them at some point. I want to do both of them because the Jurassic Heroes gives us the heroic shards that we need for stuff. And because I plan on doing both of them, it ends sooner, so I get that done. Yeah, but anywho, let's do this smoothie thing. We'll do one smoothie battle just to get this thing started. I'll throw in an amphibian. Some matches. Oh, there's a Bajasaurus. Nice. I think I've said that like 100 times in this video, but I like that name a lot. It's fun to say, Bajasaurus. Let's throw in. That should probably be fine. That's about like on par, and we can totally limit that. Then we can throw in Smoothie. Maybe we'll use Smoothie at some point just so we can like take a look at Smoothie, get a little review in. So goes that guy. I'll swap in Smoothie momentarily. We can take a look at Smoothie to get us some reserves. My bus is on the way, though, so we gotta wrap this up quickly. Do something, Rinchenia. Okay. This is how it's pronounced, right? Rinchenia? I think it is. I do believe that I looked up... I can't confirm this, but I think I might have looked it up when it was in the Collection Exchange oh so long ago. And I just thought of that. So, but I'm pretty sure it is Rinchenia. You want to go for that? Okay. So I could kill it right now, but I want to take a look at Smoothie real quick. So Smoothie, come on out here. Awesome. I mean, it's just a reskinned Danky, but Smoothie's great. It looks really cool. And again, it would have been cool. You know what, though? I still have not finished Season 3 of Chaos Theory, so maybe Smoothie does become an adult at the end. I mean, that would be weird because she hatched, right? Is Smoothie a boy or a girl? I look, you kind of forget. Or it's even never said. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Smoothie, you can just do some little damage in there. Get a 6 attack animation in there. It would be weird if they turned into an adult because they turned into a baby like halfway through the season. But I'm missing like the last 2 episodes because I just never watched them. But I really should get to finishing that. All right, Mastodonsaurus. Mastodonsaurus Gaming. All right, get the kill in. Excellent. Thank you guys for watching. That's it for me today. I will see you all tomorrow.